Thank you, everyone, for joining us for another episode of Shadowrun Up in Smoke, our Shadowrun 6th Edition live play game, set in London 2082, with, at this point, kind of officially the name The Strays. I mean, that's how they will be recognized from now on. And may I just say, let's get ready to rumble. Before we go into the main event, quickly go around the room and into who they are and who they are playing. Kat, please.
Hello, I'm Kat, or at Cleric of Court. I'm playing Nico, the street shaman, who is probably going to die.
I have nothing for this one. I'm still compiling a list of things to call you to on every different game. So
I'm Kim. I play KTP, the Technomancer, who's probably going to do everything she can to make sure Nico doesn't die.
I mean, you are all kind of hurt.
Yeah. So I'm Pete, and I play Grifter, human street samurai. Might have slightly be responsible for why everyone's in this predicament at the moment. Maybe a little bit my fault, but I will do my best to make sure nobody dies and we emerge victorious.
Well, last time our Shadowrunners once again went to the stage of destiny, a strange moving underground gambling hall where there's gambling for every single thing out there, from the traditional to the bizarre, from board games, Uno, and the Crystal Maze even. There's VR, there's paintball, and the party now having a certain level of prestige acquired in the club earned the right to enter a live combat arena, which is not available to those just sightseeing, but those who have made investments in the place by participating in other things or just, having a bit more influence. They cleared the first battle, but most of them were very hurt. But they made out with about 12K extra cash. Then they added 3 more on that and made a new bet for their next fight. As soon as they reached the arena, they found themselves in something more of like a Western kind of setting. Dirt and sand all around, some rocks, a few cacti, and quite a lot of open area. They came up with one lift. On the other one came out a man in something of a robe, though kind of like a kimono, but with only one hand through a sleeve, holding 2 assault rifles, and then with a fire spirit near him that essentially possessed him. The announcer introduces each member of the team, and I'm guessing you gave your names as you have them, KTP, Grifter, and Nico, your handles.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
As the announcer, you see the audience. The audience is partially physical, and others just monitors with obscured faces or digitally altered, to hide people's privacy or hide the really shady patrons. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have one hell of a match. The Strays coming up from their latest victory up against one of our reigning champions, Zhang Sheng, the Burning Emperor. How will they fare? Let's find out. Roll initiative.
Oh, shit. Right, okay, I'm on with you.
Okay, so Nico, initiative
I put it in there. It's 13.
13. Grifter
18.
18. And KGB
10.
10. Then we roll for Karis. Low roll for Karis, just 24.
Just.
Dust. Okay. The first to act is Karis, who will just use plenty of his minor actions from his boosted stats to dash pretty much across the arena to, attack this individual. And is going to go for a punch.
Mhm.
Roll the defense for the other guy. Sansheng sees him coming and pretty much because of the difference of successes, just sidesteps the punch. And Grifter, your turn.
All right, so it's all open space, or is there any cover? Or
There's rocks. There's some. Mostly it's just like big boulders. But yeah, there's
Okay.
cover.
and what, near enough for us to get to in an
Yes.
action, or
Yes. Yeah,
So,
with your minor action, you can easily get there.
okay? So I think initially, knowing that everybody's hurt, and obviously we've all seen what we're now facing, which is probably more than we were expecting. I think Grifter will fire towards the enemy, but at the same, like, he's not. It's more a covering fire. Let's get to cover than it is a sharpshooter kind of
Okay.
thing. So as he does that, he's just going to turn to KTP and Nico, just sort of get to cover now. Like.
Okay, what we'll do is make your attack roll
Mhm.
and tell me how many, and I will make a roll for him, and depending on the results, if for example you were to quote unquote hit, instead the number of hits will deduct them from his attack as a distraction.
Okay. No, that's disappointing. I only got 5 hits.
5 hits. Okay, I'm gonna roll for him. Okay, he's gonna have a -3 dice to all his actions this turn. Okay.
And then I guess Grifter enters into cover. Hopefully everybody else is also dispersing.
It is Chang's turn. He's gonna blow 4 edge for a dual action on Karis. First action. More basically use a dual action to keep both full pools to do it.
Right.
I'll roll the first defense for Karis. Karis has a gigantic dice pool and avoids the thing entirely. And now going to do the second one. Okay, rolling with Karis. Do I have your permission to blow some of Karis's edge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will blow 4 for him to add his edge to the pool. Otherwise, he's not coming out of this one. Now rolling the edge. Perfect. Oh, sorry, I need to. I made a movement, some of my legs started hurt a bit. Okay, here's what happens. Xing Shang has both rifles. He points the first one at Karis and goes to open fire. Karis just steps inside and slaps the rifle away, and you just see bullet spray just go up. He then, with another movement, brings the other rifle, and what's about to come out is just a ball of fire, and Karis essentially matrix dodges it, just drops to the ground and flies right past him.
Go, Karis.
I rolled, for the first one, I rolled just 3 hits for the attack, and Karis rolled 6 for his defense. For the other one, I rolled 8 hits on the spell casting, with Karis rolled 9. Like just on the edge. That then is our next turn, which is KTP.
Or is it not Cat? Nico.
Isn't yours 11 or 14?
I'm 10 and Nico's 13.
Oh, sorry, I mistyped. Okay, so Nico.
Okay. Shit. I had a plan. That plan's now gone. How far away is Grifter from me?
I would say about 30 feet, so 10 meters. Your basic running
regular
distance.
My basic running distance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it helped us the last time, I think. So, and Grifter's hiding right behind a rock. He's got cover.
Yeah.
He's got cover, but he's not hiding because he was openly firing.
Oh, okay.
If he wants to hide, he will need to make a stealth roll to not be visible.
Right. Okay.
So, for example, if you cast your invisibility on him, he will just blink out of existence, but it will be obvious, basically.
Yep, and that's not what I want. Okay, let's do this. I am going to cast Chaos on this guy, which is essentially confusion.
Okay.
So it's a sorcery plus magic. You need to roll a willpower plus logic to combat it. And I'm going to spend 2 edge to give myself some rerolls. Oh, I love that.
Is that positive?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay, positive. That's good.
Still give myself 2 rerolls. Okay, so that's 4. So it's a total of 9 hits.
I roll only 6.
Okay, so let's see. Has this? Let's see. He gains the confused status with the number equaling the net hits on the test, and he experiences a dice pool penalty equal to resistance tests.
Let me just look at confused status. The number of the status acts as a dice pool penalty on the action attack. So how many did you succeed?
I had 9 hits total.
Okay.
So
yeah, but
he rolled
net hits were 3. So
3. Yes, net hits were 3.
Okay, so it's -3 on everything.
Yep.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, so he has a -3 to his dice pool based on that number on all tests besides damage resistance tests.
Oh, that means basically the penalty he had on actions against. Basically, the next round he will also have once again penalties on his dice pool.
And it's a sustained, so I'm taking a -2 dice penalty on that, and I'm just going to keep holding that. And
Okay.
from there, I'm going to use my movement to get behind a rock.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Perfect. KTP.
I will go for the nearest cover and then do a matrix perception check.
Okay.
That's very good. 6.
There, in his from him, you only see that he has a. You actually don't see any 6. You roll 6. You see the icons on him. There's the rifle. There's his calm, and there's a couple of grenades. They're more like primed bombs. Programmable and such. You also see that you see the almost like the host for the entire arena. It is something that you could hack and potentially take control of environmentals, the stage itself, modified however you wish, if that's something that you would be interested in doing. Plus, of course, there's all the cameras. There's drone cameras moving about. That's something else that you could potentially interact with.
Okay.
That's you're going anywhere? Moving to a rock or something?
Sorry, say again.
Are you moving to a rock or staying out of the open?
Yeah, no, take cover.
Okay. That brings us to the top again, and it's Karis, and Karis will attempt another attack. This one might hit now that the guy is a bit confused. Rolling for oh, that's good. So you rolled like nothing, and then roll the next set of dice, all hits. Okay, let me roll his defense. He has -3. Harris hits, dealing 11 stun, which is considerable. Karis is going to attack again because he does have enough minor actions to change into another major, and he's going to make another attack. Okay, I'm going to defend with the guy again. He's going to blow edge because he has to. Otherwise, he's going to drop. And yeah, he succeeds in avoiding the second strike. Okay, it is his turn. It is Shansing's turn. He is going to draw on the power of the elemental in him to gain a few more minor actions. So he's going to do 2 actions. First one, Nico, what is the drain value of your spell?
3. And I did make enough hits.
He channels his magic and dispels your effect. Sustain spell, dispelling. He rolls
Okay.
against twice the drain value.
Okay.
And the chaos is gone. He's going to use his second action to roll his magic. And heals 5 of the... Is the hits per heal 1 level of superficial for each net hit or 2?
1.
1. Okay. He regains 5. That is it for that guy's turn. It is Pete.
Okay. Well, Grifter doesn't like to stand on ceremony, so I suppose we will get a shooting. Is Karis? They're not sort of still.
They're they're in melee combat, but that's not a problem unless you want to throw an explosive into the mix.
No, right, okay. So I'm going to take my.
I mean, if you glitch or get a critical glitch or something, then it might be fun. But unless that happens.
Thank you. We have a reroll donated from chat.
Yes, we do.
And a +3.
That is many thanks.
And a +3. Oh, I missed that one. Thank you.
Right. So what we got? Come on, the dice. So that is 6 hits.
6 hits. You hit. Your damage is 5.
5.
Okay, and I need to roll his body to resist potentially 6 damage. Okay, he takes 3 points of physical in trying to heal and removing that spell effect that was really annoying him. You hit his shoulder, and he is now reassessing this situation because it's not going well for him. Nico.
I'm going to peek up over the rock enough to see him, so I've got line of sight. And now I'm casting agony on him.
Okay. For the record, if you actually want to be hidden, you need to roll stealth for me. And that's a major action.
Yep.
So if you do, you cast agony, you will be exposed.
Okay. And I'm counting on being able to duck behind the rock to have at least some cover.
You will have some cover, but you are still exposed to be able to visibility.
Yes. Yep. Oh, I like that too. Oh, that's very nice.
He is burning edge again. He has an extra pool of edge from the spirit that he has.
Okay. So again, this is against his willpower plus logic. I have a total of 9 hits.
10.
Oh, fuck.
He has boss level edge. He's a bit bullshit. I admit it, but it is 4-1.
I should have burned some then. Oh well.
Yeah. Cool. Anything else? Your minor action?
Minor action is to back up. And again, find a rock to duck under.
Cool. Yeah, you can find another rock to cover under. It is now KTP. What's the plan?
I'm going to try and hack his grenades.
Okay. Okay.
Should be more.
Just rolling for the resistance on these.
Two.
2.
Yeah.
He rolled
Oh, hang on. Do you want to
4.
use your?
No, because it ain't going to work.
Okay.
He rolled 4.
Yeah.
Fortunate. Wow, that was close. You try, but the integrated security into these bombs, you can't quite pierce it. Maybe it's the stress. Maybe it's the fact that they have a guy throwing fireballs out of a gun. Something is impeding you from getting that done. So with that, we're back to the top, and Karas is going to attempt again. So Karas has 4 hits. First attack misses. Second one. Four hits again. And the defense is 3. So Karas hits for again another 6 non-lethal. This dude is still up and non-lethal, but barely.
Is that Karis?
No, Karas attacked with punches, but the punches are non-lethal, so it's just striking, trying to knock him out. It is it's Grifter's turn.
Well, yeah, I'm just going to avoid of any plan. I'm going to fire again.
Okay.
Six again.
Um, 6. Okay, let me roll defense. You will be potentially dealing 8 physical. Gonna roll the body. You deal 4, bringing that up to 7 physical now. It is his turn. I'm gonna make this. With this first action in this case, I need everyone to roll a spell resistance.
Ooh, what is spell resistance?
What is the roll again, Nico? I forgot the spell. Forget the roll.
It's either it's willpower plus logic.
Oh, the other one. For like when you use, for example, mana blast, for example. think it's another one.
Reaction plus willpower.
Reaction and willpower, please.
Okay. I wish you guys could hear her purr. She's got the best purr. This is Selkie. All right, then you go.
Don't show me cats. I
Oh,
can't
all
have
right,
a
you can.
cat.
Take it.
And
All right.
Rerolls available and a whole lot of boosts from very guilty people.
You 10, 2, 4, 6, 8.
Where is reaction?
You got 2.
Is reaction a skill or is it just
It's a stat.
it's a stat?
Okay, I got 2 and Kim
Oh, there
got
it is.
3. And I used my reroll for that.
so did I.
Okay.
Okay, so then
Well,
3.
yeah.
There's still rerolls available from the.
I'm using my +3. I have 4 hits.
When you say you use the rerolls, you mean edge or the ones gifted by the?
No,
The
ones in chat.
+3. Yeah, the one that was in the chat.
No, I
There was
meant
a +3 one.
KTP and Grifter.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Mine-
used a reroll.
And I use a +3 from chat.
Okay, so that's another +3. Okay, so let me roll for Karis. Right. KDP, can you tell me the number again? Just so I can do the math.
What the hits on that roll?
Yes.
Yeah, 3.
3. I need you to roll your body. Actually, you know what? I forgot something. All of you, please add another 2 dice to your roll for your cover.
Okay. Yeah, like that.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Yeah.
So total 5.
Mine as well.
Sorry, Kevin. What was the +2 on?
On the roll or on the previous roll.
Oh,
Right.
For each of you.
so I got nothing.
For the cover.
You got
So
4.
4. So mine goes up to 4. Pete stays at 2.
Okay. In that case, KTP, I need you to roll your body. And we'll go that way so I can do the math for each of you.
It says 2.
Okay, that's 2. You take 4 points of physical damage. Grifter, I need you to roll your body.
And I got 3.
3. You take 6 points of physical damage.
Ooh.
And Nico, please roll your body.
all right. I'm gonna hit up my attribute boost.
Okay.
Oh. So I'm flicking back and forth between tabs. It's reading. Okay. So that's and I'm just rolling straight body, correct?
Yes. Straight body.
Okay. Straight body. So that's gonna be 3.
3. You take 3 levels of physical.
Okay.
What you see is he just stands there, and you see he begins to sweat, and his skin turns redder and redder until he literally lights on fire and pretty much explodes, sending a wave of fire outwards that covers the entire arena. What's left is him just standing there, sweating profusely you see the spirit kind of raising for his body, looking kind of diminished, as if it's taken, a lot out of both of them. But he's going to use a second action to, he's going to actually use his minor actions to, with the power he has now, fly up about 10 meters to get away from Karis. I mean, I have to play the characters as they are. They don't know things they don't know. Nico, your turn.
Okay. Nico is she's just gonna slam, she's to start
Patches?
compressing. She's gonna start compressing air and making a nice dense sphere, and she's throwing clout at him. So that's -1. Okay. So that's 7. I hate doing math, y'all. It's not working well for me. 7, 11, 15, 16. Okay. Sorry, I apologize, y'all. Math is really hard today. Oh, I like that too. So that's going to be, this is against his reaction plus willpower.
Yep.
And I got a total of 6 hits.
At 4.
So that's 2. So damage is going to be half my magic, which is 9 rounded up. So 5 plus 2 is 7. So 7 points of damage. And
I'm gonna roll the body. Okay. That's gonna be 4 physical.
Okay. And that is physical damage.
He's having hefty penalties, but he's still standing.
Okay.
You fling this ball and it hits him and sends him spiraling in the air before he corrects himself.
Yeah, I was hoping to slam him into a wall.
Wide open arena, not that hard, not
Yeah,
that difficult, not that easy.
I didn't know how close he was. Yeah, I didn't know how close he was to the wall. And yeah, I'm gonna go find another rock to hide under.
Okay. KTP.
Let's try hacking the grenades again.
Roll it.
Five.
7.
Yeah.
I'm either rolling nothing or rolling 5 dice and just getting 5 5s. That's the only thing that's been happening tonight. Okay. Anything else you want to
do? Probably not. Oh, do you know what? I'll send a message to the group on comms, just letting them know that there are grenades.
Cool. That's awesome. That is the end. We come to Karis, who, for the shock and awe of the assembled audience, sprouts a pair of wings and just flies up to punch the fucker. You can clearly see your opponent look down and already kind of weirded out by the fact that the guy he blasted point blank has metal skin, which is why he got out of there as quickly as he could, and now he's flying towards him. There is no roll to see this. He is terrified. Karis' attack. That's 8 hits from Karis. Let's see how I roll in the defense. 4, so that's Karis potentially dealing 9 stun. Roll the body. Dealing 6 physical. If I had rolled 2 more successes, he would be standing up. He's not. He drops. Drops out of the sky and lands to the crash. KTP, I'm going to offer you something fun. Just sudden as you're keeping your eye, you're basically you know that your entire HUD is always available to you at any time. So you're looking at you actually seeing like the scores and like the gambling and everything that's been going on around you with your basic matrix perception, and you see that the odds are changing. There were 3-1 before with you as the underdogs. They've now changed to 5-1 with you as the underdogs.
We're still the underdogs now at
Yes.
5-1.
Grifter, I need you to do something for me.
Okay.
I need you to make a willpower. Let's make it a.
Firearms?
No, you wish. Let's say make a willpower and reaction.
Reaction.
Difficulty is 5.
Is this a spell coming at him?
No.
Okay.
I got 1.
Oh dear Lord. Okay. You see that he drops, but he drops, and the spirit stays up in the air, and the spirit surveys everything, and then flies and possesses Grifter.
What? But that's not fair, is it? So I've got no control now at all.
And you hear from the announcers going, he's done it again. The Burning Emperor has taken over an opponent. Burning Emperor is not the fighter. It's the spirit. We come to the top of the round again. Karis is confused as hell and is looking to you all for instructions. So he's going to move closer to you all, like land closer to the cluster of rocks where you're standing, but not going to make a move yet because he doesn't know what to do. It is time for Grifter, the Burning Grifter. I want you to choose a member of your party and attack them.
All right. Well, I guess part of my decision would be driven by the spirit that has possessed me, right?
Yes.
So it would see Karis as the bigger threat.
I would say that's a fair assessment.
So Karis.
Okay, make your attack roll. I'm gonna roll Karis' defense.
Iron skin.
Yeah, I'll give some more.
I'm sorry.
Actually, in terms how much is your attack? He is at close range to you. How much is your attack rating?
Attack rating at close is 12.
Of Karis gains an edge from this because of his metal skin. Okay, I have rolled Karis' defense.
No, it's not too bad. Not too bad. That's 3.
That's 3. Karis avoids it. He rolled 5. He just puts his arms up and very much Wonder Woman style just deflects the bullets with a forearm. It is now, well, the other contestant is gone, so Nico.
It's just a spirit up there.
No, the spirit is in Grifter now.
Oh, the spirit's in Grifter. Okay, that's right.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. I'm going to do something. This is not Nico's wheelhouse, but this is something that she does know about. I'm going to attempt to banish it from Grifter.
Hell yes.
Oh.
Ooh.
Basically, you in this
Alright.
fight, you have two options. You can either knock everyone out, or resist possession. If you resist possession, the spirit is exposed and can be attacked. At the end of the round, I will give Grifter another chance to see if he can free himself from possession if your banishment doesn't work. If your banishment works, it'll kick him out and it'll be exposed for the rest of the round to being, whacked.
Yeah. So your test is the spirit's force ×2 is what you're rolling to counter my
His
roll.
force is 7.
Okay. You're rolling 14 dice. Fuck me. I'm only rolling 11. Because conjuring's not my
I don't
thing.
suppose just my edge can be used here, can it?
Oh, I'm going to use edge. Yeah. Okay, that's it. I'm burning 4 edge to add my dice tool to this.
Go for it.
Should I just close the thing that I needed? Okay.
Oh, Cat, have a look at chat.
Got to re-roll.
There's a reroll.
And I got to
there's-
reroll. Thank you
there's
so much,
There's
Di.
a bunch of +3s, so
Yep. All right. So that's going to be 11 plus another 6. Okay. Yeah, I burned the 1 reroll I had already to avoid any drain from my last casting. Okay, yep, I'm using that reroll.
reroll the full pool.
That's much better. That is 8, and I'm going to take a +3 to make it a total of 9 hits.
I'm gonna only allow 1
Okay,
item
fair
from
enough.
the
Then I won't do that. So it's just 8 hits.
8 hits. It's enough. You kick him out. The spirit is sent shocked out of Grifter's body. How does this look when you do it?
So what it does is the Firebringer is her her adventure spirit. So I think what happens is the fire spirit acts on her because she can't actually act on the astral plane. So the fire spirit just reaches in, pops up next to Grifter, reaches in, grabs the thing, and just throws it out of him, and then pops out, and then he just disappears again.
Awesome. I'm gonna say because of the difference in checks, and because you rolled so high, the cameras catch the Firebringer. He manifests fully for the world to see.
Okay.
Which of course sends the audience into a frenzy. It is KTP's turn. The only thing that is up there is that spirit.
No idea.
Oh, and any net hit reduces the services the spirit has left to fulfill by 1 per net hit. Once it's reduced to 0, the spirit departs to its home metaplane.
This is a different subject.
Okay.
Let's just say this is a willing participant.
Gotcha. All right.
Okay, KTP, is there anything you wish to try?
She's just gonna look really confused and look over to where Nico is to go like she doesn't know what to start. She's never dealt with spirits. She don't know what to do.
I mean, you've never dealt with spirits as a technicality at this stage. Okay. I mean, you still, here's the thing, that spirits can be hurt physically because they are manifested. So if you can find anything, crash drones into them, see what's in their environmentals. Still have options for actions.
Fine, yeah, whatever. Go for it.
Okay. Roll your hacking against one of the camera drones.
I can't find it.
Yeah.
Or logic and electronics. Sorry, logic and cracking.
That's 6.
I only rolled 3, so you take control of one of these camera drones. You can choose to have it focus the action solely on you, for extra fanfare. Or you can try to fly this, send this thing flying against the spirit. Crash it into him. Both work in your favor because, getting more prestige in this place is mission objective. Fighting the spirit as well, so it's up to you.
We'll use the cameras for attention for the moment.
Okay. I will give you a choice. You can use the 3 net hits you have as like a measure of how much the audience likes you, or let's do that. And next turn, you can, if you want, you can take another roll to, do more filmmaking with the camera.
Okay,
that's awesome. That brings us to the top, and Karis, again, doesn't know what to do. This is a new one for him because he was outside of the ghost house, so he doesn't know how to interact. So he's gonna wait. He's gonna hold off his action until someone tells him what to do. It is the turn of the spirit. Sorry, it's Grifter's turn.
What state am I in now? Do I take damage?
You take only 1 point of physical damage.
Okay, so I'm
actually
okay.
Roll your body to see if you actually take it.
Oh, okay, yeah. You
shouldn't, because on a rust you really roll poorly, but I think you have enough body to sustain that.
I got 2.
You don't take the damage. You feel there's a bit of a burning sensation, because you literally impacted by a ball of fire. But you've already previously took a wave of fire, so not as bad comparatively.
Yeah.
Up to you.
So I'm assuming, but like bullets and whatnot are not gonna harm.
I think in the past you were told that if they're manifested, they can be hurt by bullets.
Okay. Well, in that case,
it does have some form of physical body. It does have a physical presence.
Yeah. So Grifter is pissed now.
I would assume so.
Plenty pissed. So yeah, I mean, I'm not even thinking about cover or I'm vengeance. Shoot.
Go for it. Going with a rifle?
Using the rifle.
Okay.
And lose 1 for that. I'm gonna have 7. That is, and I've used my +3 boost.
That's 7 total.
7 total.
I'm gonna roll for the spirit. I'm gonna roll its resistance to see how much damage it takes. Takes 7 points of physical. You see, it actually blows out one of its arms, and it's just lingering. It looks really almost like a ball of fire. It looks like the enemy bomb from Final Fantasy, like a ball of fire with eyes in the mouth, and it's just floating in air. And it does have 2 burly arms. One of them just flies away. I'm gonna give it to you straight. This thing has a lot of health. Well, a lot of health, quote unquote. It has 20 damage levels, so 5 rows. You've now just blown through one of them.
Okay.
Now it's the spirit's turn. Nico, I need you to make a roll for me. Willpower
Okay.
and reaction.
Okay.
And difficulty 5.
Okay. Sure, this is fine.
You
This is
remember
fine.
all the if you have any penalties from
Yes.
injuries, they apply.
Yep. So I'm rolling 6 dice instead of 7. Oh no, yeah, no, I didn't make that. I only got 1 hit.
Nico, you have a second tenant.
Oh.
And thou art possessed.
Okay. There's only room for one hot person in this body. And you're not it, is what she's telling it in her head.
You're fighting in your head, and because you have a spirit companion, you feel it as you are pushed away, essentially from the controls, and you feel yourself being trapped in your mind as a spectator.
Oh, she hates this. This is one of her worst nightmares right now.
For someone like Grifter, who is not awakened, who's not attuned to this thing, it's almost like like a faded dream. Like even right now, what just happened is slightly confusing. You're aware of what happened, that you lost control, and this thing is responsible. But the experience is kind of hazy for you. For Nico, you're fully aware of everything that is going on.
Yeah, and KTP, Grifter, and Karis can look at Nico's face and realize she's not home anymore, or she's not in control anymore. Her face is just that it's not Nico.
So here's where it gets fun for me. There we go. That's the one. It is coincidentally Nico's turn, and the spirit will make her move towards Karis, who's nearby,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna make a roll. What is it? How much is your sorcery and magic combined?
Does it have access to my the use of my focus?
Oh yes, it has everything, access to everything you
Okay.
have.
So I've got a -1 dice penalty pool because of my condition. So it's 15 plus 7, so it's a total of 16 dice right now is the what you roll. And thank you for not making me roll this.
I need to roll willpower, and in this case, it's gonna be agility.
Is it using my spells or is it using its own?
Using a spell that you don't know.
Okay.
But you actually are gonna allow you to make a logic and sorcery roll as this is happening to see if you can learn the spell as it's being used.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the difficulty at its drain value, which is 3.
Okay. Only got 2.
Want to use anything? There's a +3 for Nico.
Can I split that between dice?
Oh no.
No? Okay. Then that using the +3 will make it a total of 3 hits.
Yeah, that's exactly what you need.
Okay.
With that 3, he's casting Decrease Attribute on Karis. He'll decrease his attribute by 1 per net hit. So a minimum of 1.
I've looked at that spell. I haven't taken it.
This spell can- okay.
And Nico is fighting this thing off with everything she's got internally, doing the whatever she can.
So Karas's Karas's agility goes from 8. His is higher than the maximum human, as you all know, to 3. He is drained of his agility. But as this spell goes beyond the first point of decrease, the drain value of the spell increases by 1. So he lowered the. So in this case, because of this thing, the drain value of the spells goes up by 3 to a total of 7. So please, Nico, can you roll to resist the drain of 7?
I'm only rolling 8 dice.
Go for it.
Oh yeah, no, that's 4. So I'm going to take that's a carryover of 3.
There are no more +3s remaining.
No, yeah. It wouldn't do me any good. So my dice penalty pool is now at -2.
Yeah.
And
Still standing?
Oh yeah, still standing. I started with 1 physical and 1 stun. No, 2 physical and 1 stun, and I'm now at 5 physical and 4 stun. So I've still got some room here.
Okay, awesome. It is now KGP's turn. Crash the drone into Nico.
No.
If you make her unconscious, this thing's probably going to leave her. But you don't know that.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think what she would do. Is it obvious looking at Nico that she's as hurt as she is?
Make an intuition and biotech roll for me. What a difficulty at 2.
Okay.
You know exactly how hurt or healthy Nico is.
In that case, then she is gonna.
You do have a taser.
Sorry?
You do have a taser.
True.
That deal's non-lethal.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't
true.
know that that's gonna help.
It is true. I mean, the last time he didn't leave. You know what? Let's have you make a perception intuition roll just to see if you can get a bit of insight, if you can find the correlation between the way the spirit just came out of the other guy when he dropped.
Oh. Three.
That is enough. I think ATP, looking at the situation, the last time the spirit was kicked out by some dude in a toga that just suddenly appeared. But the previous time, the previous host dropped unconscious and the spirit left, or the spirit remained there. So I think it'd be, you have a gut feeling that if the host is unconscious, the spirit cannot inhabit it. Or conscious or dead.
All right. So could she fire it Nico with the taser, and then also do a, what do you call it? I can't think of the term. A med kit thing, because I've still got some.
That would be a different major action. You would need
Okay.
the next turn to do it.
All right, unless
So
the next
for now,
one.
it would be only the either the medkit or the tase.
Go for the tase first.
Okay.
Sorry, Nico.
Agility and firearms, please. And Nico, please roll your defense.
Okay. What do I roll for defense? I'm sorry.
That's a reaction intuition.
Reaction and intuition. Okay.
Oh, give me 2 more. These 2. 3.
There's 1. So that's 2 net. What is the damage? Does it have the damage value?
You're gonna have to look at this. You may have done this before.
It's a 4, but 4 stun.
4 stun. So that is up to 6 stun. Roll your body.
Fortunately, I still have my body elevated.
I think that would be unfortunately.
No, but I've got a -2 dice penalty, so
that's
I'm still
true.
only
That's
rolling
true.
5 dice.
That is very much true.
Which is better than 3 dice. So
Yep.
That's 3 hits.
That's 3 hits. So that's 3 more stun on Nico.
Okay. I now have a -3 to my dice pool.
Okay. And it is the end of the round. So Nico, I need you to attempt your willpower intuition roll, willpower and reaction roll again to see if you can kick this thing to the curb.
All right. I'm now only rolling 4 dice.
If anyone wants to give Nico some edge.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if you want edge, you could have all of mine if you need it.
Do we have any +3s? What do I need right now? What am I
Need
looking
5.
for?
5 hits.
I need 5. I literally cannot do that. I'm only rolling 4 dice.
Right, so take some of my edge to get extra dice.
How many edges is that going to be? Because I'm out of edge.
So I've got 1 that I can give.
I've got 2, haven't I? 4, so that would give 2.
Yeah.
Right.
So I can give you 2 more dice.
2 more dice?
2 more dice, well, 2 more edge.
And 1 from me if you need a third.
And
Okay,
if you
how
have
does it
one,
cost?
if you have one of you left, you could potentially burn. Do the whole explodey thing.
I haven't got any more.
So how many extra dice would I be rolling with that?
With 3, if you spend 3 edge,
Uh-huh.
I think it would give you. Give me a sec. I don't think there is that. No, there is nothing to give you extra dice.
Okay. So keep your edge then. I physically can't do it. So okay. I rolled 2 hits.
You're too weakened right now to be able to fully kick this thing out. It is Karas's turn, and he is going to go for
Nico is willing. Well, she's just if Nico could control her body, she'd be staring at Karas, trying to
Karas is finally now caught on, and he's rushing and making an attack.
Yeah, she'll take the hit from Karas. happily.
Agility. Roll your please roll your defense.
Okay.
It's if he succeeds on the attack, 1. He succeeds on the attack, and he would be dealing. How high is your willpower?
4.
4. He literally just approaches you and judo chops you to unconsciousness.
Thank you.
Because he actually blew an edge action call that costs 2 edge called knockout blow. Just knocked out, and the spirit comes out.
Okay. Do I take any physical damage or stun damage from
Stun
this?
that your stun monitor is failed out, so you're unconscious.
Okay. Excellent.
Okay, that then is Grifter.
Right. So spirit has now left
Yes,
Nico.
he comes out of Nico's body after Kara's chops her. What is Grifter planning? High yield explosives?
I think Grifter's going to run over to the body of the original host.
Okay.
And try and pick up the grenades that he had on him.
Okay. You will be able to use them the next turn because getting there, grabbing them, and returning will be your turn, your action this turn.
I guess that's pretty much all I can do, right?
Okay, that's awesome. That then brings us to I'm going to say the spirit won't act this round. It will act in the next one. So we come to KTP. The spirit is out. Nico is on the ground. What is it you wanted to do? The med pack, was it?
No, I think I'm going to change that and smash the drone into the spirit.
Okay, so I'm going to have you make a logic and electronics roll.
Okay.
And we'll use that as your attack. I'm going to roll the defense of the creature.
Really?
There are 3 rerolls available, so you can use one. You're usually the one with the big pulls and the big hits.
No, it was only a 4.
You could try. There's nothing lost with the attempt.
Use a reroll if you have it.
There's 2 rerolls. The last reroll was given by Diane to me.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll do a reroll in one of them. So that was a hit. So it'd be, how many hits is it? 5 hits.
5 hits. That is exactly what he rolled, which means the drone does impact. I'm going to roll the resistance. He's potentially taking 8 levels of damage because you are flying a drone with a mounted camera straight at him. And, thing of fire, thing that can explode, the rest. I'm going to roll the resistance. Okay, that is another 6 levels of damage up to 13. Means the spirit is losing 2 dice. Sorry. 3 dice, which is going to make, and what I'll do that is, since I've been setting the difficulty for the possession, it lowers the difficulty of the possession to resist to 3. That's awesome. Next turn, Nico, you are unconscious. It is Karis' turn. Karis will attempt to fly out and hit. Actually, he actually does not. He will move to Nico and use a med pack of his own. Roll very poorly, but Nico, you heal 3 of those stun damage.
Excellent.
That is, he still has an action left. He will,
How bad does he look?
He is just he looks very weak. He looks sluggish.
Okay. Would Nico think that healing him would help?
This is a sustained effect, so you would need to dispel it.
Okay. She's going to tell him to stay close by.
He nods, and he just looks like he hasn't slept in a long while. It just looks like a bit wobbly, but he says, "I'll be right back." What he's gonna do is I'm gonna make a roll for him. It's not agility based strength. Okay. Blow a bit of edge to do something else. No, didn't succeed. He partially succeeds. He flies up to where Grifter is and tries to pick you up to fly you back. So the next turn you don't need to move and just can do whatever you need. But he only gets to like halfway because you roll very poorly and kind of slip out of his grip. But you are within close range of the spirit and not the long range you were before. That is Karis' turn. He uses the rest of his minor actions to move back to where Nico is. Grifter, your turn.
How close is everyone to spirit?
The spirit is about, let's say, about 10 feet in the air. So he's kind of close by, but if you let me put it this: if you roll sufficiently, if you're trying to prime an explosive to throw it and have it blow up, we're gonna make it a roll, and if you roll a specific difficulty, you'll prime it in a way that the explosion will not affect anyone but the spirit. You agree? Does that sound good for you?
Yeah, but how high of a roll have I got to make? Because they could go horribly wrong.
We're gonna do this because it has to be.
So I don't think I've actually done a throw grenade type roll.
This is not even throw grenade. This is more like a programmable thing. You have like to set the timer, for example.
Right.
So
okay.
that's why they have electronic components that KTP could manipulate. I'll be a good guy on this one and allow you to do it with a strength and athletics roll.
Strength and athletics. Well,
we're gonna assume that Grifter, being the competent killer that he is, he knows to set the bomb at a decent enough timer to make this work. Because the alternative would be to make you roll logic and electronics.
That wouldn't be as much fun.
That's not going to work for Griffiths. I'm going to make it strength and athletics. If you can hit a 3, you set this at the right spot.
There is a reroll though.
Did you say there's a reroll?
Yes, there is a reroll.
All right, so I'm going to use that reroll if that's okay.
Okay.
You want to do it? I'm going to let you do that.
And that reroll means you roll the entire
3.
pool, right?
That's the entire pool, yeah.
I've made the 3.
Okay, perfect. You fling this bomb up, and there's a tick, tick, and blows up. Nico, you're waking up. KTP, you're there. Karis is with like near close to you, and like the flames just kind of gets like up here. They feel the heat, but you don't take any damage. It's just like the residual heat.
She looks over at Karis, goes, am I missing an eyebrow?
Yeah, they're singed. I'm gonna roll for the defense of this guy and rolling fewer dice.
Mythbusters is always appropriate.
It takes another 8 levels of physical damage from this explosion, and this thing explodes, and you see it almost contrasting shades of like orange and red. You can see the spirit in this ball of flame just being consumed and dissipate. And with it, the crowd just explodes, and you have won 75,000 new yen.
All right, I'm just for y'all. I'm just going to go ahead and put that into our group total that I've got.
Awesome.
It's 120K.
Yep.
We now have.
Yeah, this is when you splurge on the totally unnecessary tank.
Yeah. Does Karis still need that spell?
The moment the spirit is gone, the thing that was maintaining the spell is gone, so he recovers.
What about the guy that was using the fire spirit? What's going on with his body?
That dude got knocked out, so he is still dropped.
Okay. Nico walks over to him and just spits on him and then turns around and walks off. He was responsible for her being possessed by a spirit unwillingly.
How very sporting, but the crowd loves it.
She doesn't care. That is.
Is anyone else going up there, pissing on him, kicking him?
Oh, Grifter's going to go and check the rest of his pockets.
He has another grenade. He had one. He took one. He had another one. The bomb is an explosive that deals 12 levels of physical.
Yeah, we'll have that.
You check the rifles. Only one of the rifles is real. The other one is actually made of wood and painted. It's a focus.
I'm assuming it's not going to be as good as my rifle anyway.
Break it.
Pick out.
Break it. Wait. Let me see it. I want to take a look at this focus. Is this something that I can use?
Yeah, it's an attack focus. It's aligned to fire spells, and it gives you 2 dice on the attack. It increases the damage by 2 flat out.
Yeah, she's going to keep that.
So the victor goes the spoils. Other than that, that guy doesn't really have anything. You do find he does have something. He has a very almost like a scroll, just a small vellum, just wrapped in like a very small scroll with like a clasp keeping it closed.
Can I sense magic on it? Can I do a sensing test on it?
It is. I'm telling you straight away. You don't need to roll. It's not magic. The scroll itself is not magic. You don't know about its contents.
Well, we'll take it anyway, right?
Yeah, Nico. And Nico will look at it later.
Okay.
So
yeah, we'll wait until we're out of the arena. But she is walking off with that rifle slung over her back.
As you get into your locker room, the gentleman, one of the overlords of this establishment is there. The one is almost like an older human, still with a mask. You can't see his actual face. Says, "Congratulations." That was a exciting match.
Are you not entertained?
Very much so. If you would give me your clicker for a moment.
Hands it over.
He palms it and then just does this and hands you a gold one.
Huzzah. Gold membership.
You are, of course, if you wish to earn more, welcome to come back and defend your title as one of our champions. You could perhaps want to participate in our tournament of champions if you so desire for more riches, or you could go back and enjoy any of the amenities at our disposal. This new level gives you access to, let's call it the VIP area. I'll leave you to rest, and medical help will be here shortly. He turns on his heel and begins to walk away. And like
I'm sorry,
always,
how much does this give us a discount at the bar?
you are champions. There is no price at the bar.
Wonderful. Thank you.
He begins to walk away, much like always. After a few steps, just gone.
Nika looks over at Grifter. Know what that means? That's top shelf liquor. We're doing top shelf, baby.
Medical help does come, and I'll say it just straight away, even though it's not within the rules, you are all fully healed.
Okay.
And basically, the rest of the night is yours. Your attendant, let's come and says, congratulations on your win. Would you like to access the VIP area?
Hell yeah.
Very well, if you follow me.
Nico's going to take a moment to just go up to hug KTP, Grifter, and Karis before we leave the locker room.
How does Grifter react to being given a hug?
Yeah, he's all right with it. he's a bit, yeah, okay, enough. Yep.
Maybe not quite as stiff. He's getting there.
He's learning emotions. Okay. Anything you all want to discuss, or you wish to move on?
I think it's a drink and go home, a drink or two and go home.
Yeah, because we also need to consider the whole Karis thing, don't we? Because he wasn't happy about us doing that. So we can't get too involved with too much more tonight because we promised.
Oh, no more fighting tonight. No, we're done. Nico would not be up for any more combat tonight.
The attendant does go down the hall and just stops in front of a blank wall. And as he reaches out, a door kind of comes out of the wall, and he opens it and says, "Please, if you'll follow me." You follow him to much more of a like kind of lounge kind of design. You know, very couches. There's a few bars where you can just go and get drinks or just be brought food and drinks however you want. It's more an area more relaxed to talk and mingle and, you know, network for the people who are interested in such things. And yes, everything is top shelf. The cheap booze does not come in here. anything. The
Nico's going to use masking,
Mhm.
which is one of her adept powers, to hide her her aura, so that people can't figure out just what she is, what level she's at, her magic rank. She wants to see, I can make it look higher or lower by up to my initiate grade. Or I can even make my aura look like a different type. Or I can mask it completely. I'm going to mask my aura completely
perfect.
before we enter the room.
Sounds
As soon as
good.
the doorway opens up, she masks it.
Perfect.
So if anybody wants to challenge it, I'll let you know what the roll is. It's an
Alright.
sensing test.
You come in, and in this area, there's a lot of people talking. Not as many on the ground floor, of course. VIP being VIP. But you do see occasionally the call it again the overlords mingling and sitting down with certain groups and talking with them. I will have you all make an intuition and perception check for me.
Perception is what? That's me.
Zero. Okay.
So I got 4.
4. Okay.
We've got 2.
KTP and Grifter, you both see that on the far end, there is a guy standing in front of a door looking very impatiently. There's people milling about, so he fades from view every so often, but you both can clearly see that he has a cyber deck. Yeah, cyber deck is more or less in this era more just like a bracer thing because a lot of it augmented reality, but the thing that you attach to your wrist and your forearm is very recognizable.
And
you
he's
both
looking at the
know
door, did you say?
he is standing in front of it, not kind of like guarding, more like impatient, like he's waiting for someone. With your 4, and at this point, KGP, too many people moving about, and well, you don't like too many people. So it kind of fades from you for you, but Grifter, you keep attention, and the orcish, well, the bigger kind of orcish member of your overseers approaches him, and they have a discussion that seems heated. And the next thing you see is the overseer grabs the guy by the neck and drags him into the other room, like through that door he was guarding, or standing in front of, and drags him into. And you can clearly see on the other side there's people sitting in front of computers.
Okay. Would Karis have seen this?
Do you want me to make a roll for Karis?
Well, yeah, because Karis would have been able to lip read, right?
That is fairly. Oh, I'm gonna give you 2 edge for that. That is such a.
That was my idea, you bastard.
Okay, I'm gonna give you each 1 edge.
No,
that is a brilliant idea. Great use of the asset that is Karis. Very good. I'm gonna make a roll for him.
Well done, honey.
Fucking brilliant.
You know what? I'm gonna be kind to you. I'm gonna use my reroll for this. Though you should use my reroll to kill you all. I'm not. Cool. So I needed Karis to hit at least the same amount as you, 4. Before the reroll, he had rolled only 2. As I said, I'm rolling very poorly tonight. But Karis is looking intently when you kind of point him to check it out. And he says, after reading everything and they go in, they were discussing payments. Something about the list of debts. There being inconsistencies in the list of debts and people in debt, and that some of the names have disappeared from the list. And it was the other guy can't read the lips because it's, mask and everything. So you don't know what that guy said, but, the reaction was fairly violent. I'm actually gonna tell you something else that is really apparent in this room, and you notice as more people mill about, near one of the bars there is actually a portrait of the 4 overseers. It is actually painted like an actual portrait, and it has plaques under them with their names. The human one has a label of Hades. The orcish one, Minus. The elven one, Aeacus. And the dwarven man, Radamantis.
Can you give me the Elvish one again?
I'll
Yes, thank you.
I'll tell you. I'll paste them in our channel. There you go. Anyone can make a roll of willpower and logic to know where that's from.
So we need to get into that back room, don't we?
3 hits.
3. That's enough. Nico has been studying up, learning new things over the course of this, everything that's happened. These are the names of the 3 judges of the dead in Greek mythology. And of course, Hades, god of the dead.
Yeah. I think it's more like she recognizes, she doesn't so much read them as recognize what those letters associate to. But yeah, that gives her a cold chill down the spine.
You also, I will remind you, because of that role, that on one piece of information you had regarding, some of the people missing and everything, there was something attached about Hades that is somehow tied to the thing. The VIP, you can see that actually there is a door that says, staff only, that you can see through a hallway leads to that office space where the 4 overseers look over the ground floor. So that is that is accessible from the VIP through a door. Or more or less, you're in the heart of this business right now.
Yeah. So what is our plan now? Are we gonna drink and go back, or are we hanging here
Killing everyone
for time?
How many people are in here?
With the four of you, in total about like 25. So it's you four, the four founders, and the four overseers, and like 17, 18 more people.
I think Nico's going to kind of hang out at the bar where people are walking up to get drinks and stuff, and try and catch as many names as she can until KTP and Grifter kind of, or Karis,
Make
indicate that.
an intuition and perception roll for me.
Okay, let's hope this one goes better. Intuition, perception.
The higher you roll, the better in terms of what kind of information you get.
That's 3 hits.
That's what I would call, in terms of information, silver level information. You don't pick up names. Like, people in here are being very careful on what they say, but you see them making deals and making bets with one another, and they're not betting 10K, or they're not betting money. You see a couple of them betting entire buildings. They're using property for bets, or government contracts from different companies. You do notice there's a fair amount of mega corporation people in here. If only from the way they talk and the things they seem to be exchanging or betting.
So these are people way up the ladder from us.
These are you have earned the right to be, shoulder to shoulder with people who are at ludicrous the levels of money. The top 0.5% or something.
Do any of these people seem like they're the ones that actually start out down in the arenas winning?
There's a couple. There you see a guy who has, his face is just a mass of scars. Like, he has a scar on it, like 3 scars on his cheek, is missing an eye, has an eye patch. If he's not one from the arena, he has had a rough life. The fact that he is built like a brick shithouse with the suit, he's wearing like a tux, but the tux seems like it's like 3 sizes too small. Kind of gives you this is a rough customer.
Well, that catches Nika's attention, of course.
Yeah. The bartender, who's also dressed extremely fine, and is an elven gentleman with like actually almost glittering silver hair. Almost said it was made of actual silver. He's standing, and behind him are a pair of 2 like curved swords hanging behind them. With there in like 4 plaques of reigning champion.
So I think she's, like I said, she's been hanging out at the bar, so she's looking at the bar. She's like, so is that what it takes to get a job here?
You asking who, the bartender?
Yeah.
No. I simply like mixing drinks. I've told the regular guy to take the night off so many times that now it's my bar.
She looks at him, she goes, and I like serving drinks.
Wonderful.
So how do you get a job here?
You just ask for one, and if the bosses agree to it, you start work. So you either begin at the bottom or you make enough of a splash where you can get access to perks. For myself and my dear colleague in arms over here, we made enough of a splash to get some
Syndicate
perks.
Discard guy?
Yeah.
I would love to hear your story.
You start talking with them.
Yeah.
They both started, just mooks coming in for a fight.
Uh-huh.
Kept waiting, eventually fought each other like 5 times. Had like a bitter, almost pro wrestling level rivalry. Eventually, both heard dying, bleeding out. Just started talking like for the first time. Hit it off and then rejoined like the arena as partners and just dominated.
So
and
she
the big burly man doesn't say a word. Like he's not a man of many words.
Yeah.
The other man is just flinging drinks, throwing passing them to the clientele while telling the story. So a lot of the people are just enraptured listening to him. And just after a while, we've tried different things, different places. It's nothing quite like the Stage of Destiny, so we just stick around. We get a cut from the bar, and I enjoy talking to people. And occasionally, if we find there's a good enough challenger, we step back into the arena.
Nico looks and she goes, well, I personally don't want to face you in the arena. I wouldn't want to take you on there. She's
at
flirting.
That one, the burly guy does respond. He turns to you and says, well, maybe not you, but I am very interested in talking to your metal boy. That seems interesting.
It's not really his thing, to be honest.
Damn shame.
Yeah. He just doesn't. It hurts him,
Right. He just looks at the. They both exchange a look and just right and leave it there.
Yep. So I think Nico's just going to kind of make small talk. It's fun flirting. It's not serious, but it's fun flirting. But she's mining for whatever information she can get out of it, as far as like getting a job here, that kind of thing. Because I'm assuming there are servers. There are people that are still going around to tables and serving drinks.
Yes. There's people serving drinks. There's people at tables and everything.
Yep. Yeah. So I think that's kind of what she's looking into. She goes, what about the people that go, poof, what do you want? Poof, what do you want?
Eventually the door to the VIP section opens and another guy walks into the room, again wearing a suit, and sits down at the bar besides the burly guy. And you recognize him. You just fought him.
Nico looks at him. She goes, oh, hey, you know what? Tell your spirit friend they can go fuck themselves.
You can tell him yourself. He's coming right along.
As soon as he walks in, Nico walks up to him and goes, go fuck yourself.
Whatever you say, girl. I don't care. I mean, you took my gun, you took my focus, and you took my scroll. That should be recompense enough. You earned it. Now shut the hell up and let me drink in peace.
Fair enough.
Anything else you guys want to do? Is KTP also gonna go schmoozing and mingling?
Probably not.
I think as Nico is having all these interactions and moving and mingling about, I think that might be a good place to leave our session. And next time you can figure out where you're going next. Will you eat the rich or join the rich?
Did Nico get the name of the bartender and his burly dude because his burly friend? Because she would have asked for that or tried to get it.
Yeah. The elven gentleman is called Glorian, like Gloria, but with an N at the end.
Okay.
And the burly dude is just Marcus. It's another Marcus.
Okay. She'll introduce herself as Nico. Okay.
And well, you don't ask, but your former opponent also introduces himself.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Tweak.
You might want to reconsider that name.
Nah, it kind of fits me.
Whenever everybody else is ready to leave, Nico. I mean, every once in a while, Nico's like kind of checking in with KTP and Grifter and Karis, see how they're doing. Whenever they're ready to leave.
Well, Grifter would end up staying there all night, giving half a chance drinking, but obviously at some point we have to leave, right?
Yeah. Well, the time comes and you leave, and that's where we're going to end the session then. I promise you that I will be giving you your karma at the end of this foray where everything's going on. And for this big mission with all the stuff you've been doing, I'm going to give you all 30 karma. So get yourself a chance to start getting those skills to whatever you want to get them to. Because as we are a long-term campaign, normally skills get up to like 6, 7, 8. We're not putting a cap on them. Just go as high as you can. Attributes do have a cap, but skills no.
Okay.
Maybe one of you can finally buy off one of those negative qualities, like you can't use edge in social situations. Maybe.
I like my social stress.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying Pete.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be me.
Thank you all for joining us for tonight's game. Thank you all for the slew of bonuses and rerolls that kept this party going. You faced you faced a boss fight. I had fun with that.
And Nico was the only one to go unconscious this time.
Yeah,
so
it's true. It's a nice warm up for if and ever you fight Blondie. But it's gonna be it for us for tonight. We will be playing now every Tuesday for the next few weeks. If we don't, eventually decide to make it permanent, that's a discussion for another time. Before we go, just quickly go around and people can tell you who they are, who they were playing, and if they wish to do so, where you can find the dark corners of the Matrix. So, Kat, take it away.
Hello, I'm Kat, or at Cleric of Cord. I'm kind of hanging around in Twitter more or less sometimes. And you can find me lurking in a whole bunch of Discord servers. I play Nico, the human street shaman, who actually came in fully prepared to die tonight. And I think she held her own a little bit. I'm kind of happy about that. Not everything hit, but enough to make it a little bit worthwhile. I'm looking to see where this goes. Party definitely has some talking to do to see how we want to pursue this. It'll be interesting.
You need to
It'll
do
be
is
interesting.
you need to make a bet with one of those really big players and get a new building.
I don't know. Nico's not really happy. Nico's happy where she's at, to be honest. I mean, yeah, we're living in an abandoned,
I would say, yeah, like train
underground station, but
it's our station.
Yeah,
it is, and
it.
it's the nicest place she's ever lived.
And I mean,
There's
it's
running water.
already pretty much like a GI Joe base. So
Yeah.
There's running water. It's already protected as much as she can magically. So there's places for their Dr. Watson to go hunting. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Because she knows that her friend KTP wants to go legit someday. And
someday.
Yeah, but there's stuff to talk about. But anyways, I hope we'll see you guys next Tuesday. This is the only streaming game I'm doing right now. Y'all take care of yourselves. Be good to yourselves. It's not a nice place out there. And you know what? Be good to the other people. There's people out there that could use a little bit of kindness. So keep an eye out for them and maybe give them a little bit of hands up.
And well, now to our lip read battle contestants.
I'm Peter, play Grifter. I think I did all right. I think it went all right.
You tried to take that credit for that idea, but okay.
I can't, can I? I can't. I mean, if you hadn't said anything, I would have done. But now she said, I can't. So it wasn't. Which is a shame. But yeah, you won't find me anywhere other than later levels streaming with Kim. You.
I forgot something. Pete, thank you for Pikachu.
No, thank you for your generous.
Seriously.
Everyone watching, Pete did a wonderful bit as Pikachu in a onesie for Game Blast and helped us raise a whole lot of money for it. Because we are all aware most people donated to come to see Pete play Pikachu.
And it will never happen again. That's it. It's over. It's done. So. We've moved on.
It'll be Eeyore or Tigger or something else. Maybe Piglet. We'll come up with something.
No.
We'll find a way of emotionally manipulating you into doing it.
You've got another year, right?
Oh, do I?
Kat didn't need a year. She needed 1 hour.
No, it was less than 20 minutes, I think, wasn't
it? Kim?
Well, yeah, that's a good kind of point to link back to what Kat just said there. Thank you to everyone who joined us for Game Blast at the end of February. So yeah, we managed to raise over £3,000 for Special Effect.
Right.
A charity which helps people with physical disabilities to play video games. So as Kat said there, it just needs a little bit more kindness, and it's just been lovely to see that support from everyone. So thank you.
We're getting a request for an outro for Zelda.
We could try.
Put her in an outfit. She would never have that.
Well, I mean, if you've got a Zelda outfit.
Oh, no.
Oh, God, yes.
No.
Are we getting Pete Kitty ears now?
Oh,
no. Link. Well, you can always be Link.
No.
Oh, kitty ears.
All the no's. There has never been more negative
Do you
no
purr?
in all of the world.
See that chat wants it, Pete.
Shut up, Bill.
I love that Phil was filled with such vitriol, like traitor.
No, Phil, it's not happening. No cat ears for Pete.
I'll just point out that Phil is the mod for our channel, so.
Oh yeah, I do know Phil. Yeah, that's not like I've just told him.
Yes. Oh, cat ears and whiskers next year. That would be amazing.
How do you even have No.
Well, I'm gonna meet you halfway, Pete. So there's a bit of tech involved. Cat headset. There's tech.
See, you can do whiskers. It's just filament, and that you
No. No.
Little pink nose.
Oh my good Lord.
We love you.
I think we've annoyed Pete enough for tonight. So, folks, pay attention to what these wonderful people tell you, and go out there and do some good. Thanks for watching. We hope you had a good time, and we will see you next time. Bye.